you're living your dream.
For 4 years, I was working out with a world champion. Every year, I was getting stronger, bigger, better. I'm turning into the superhero that I always wanted to be. I knew that bodybuilding wasn't something for me. Some people take the steps forward to go get it, or some people just sit back and watch. I get a lot of looks. It's more than personal training. It's the coaching the mind, the body, and the spirit holistically together. Be a leader, not a follower. That was one thing she always embedded into my head. I'm like, I can't stay where everyone else is. I have to leave. And I came to Mexico, and here I am. We're just energetic beings living a physical experience. You attract clients, you attract wealth, you attract good health. I spent 30 years doing something one way, so for the next 30 years, I want to be plant-based. The plants has been the best thing ever for me. I was suffering with a knee injury. We knew that we wanted to do this today.
We want to do this.
And it happened.
And I just run against
you. The manifestation is strong. The sun is vibrant. The sun is healing. The sun is everything that we need.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I love this talk, really.
No, that was me when I was a bodybuilder. Counting macronutrients. That, it just fried my brain. They're in harmony here. I don't get that where I'm from. And I will forever be grateful for Mexico, for changing my life.
Sorry, one question more. Ayahuasca. Okay, perfect. So let's start again. Welcome to another VanTalk. Today, here in Tulum with Meg. Hi Meg, how are you?
I'm well, and yourself?
I'm good too. Thank you so much. What is your real name, Meg?
My real name is Daryl.
Daryl,
yes.
And how old are you?
I'm 33 years young.
And you are born and raised in New York?
Yes.
And you are living now in Tulum?
Yes, as a permanent resident.
Wow, amazing. Yeah. And short story, I know Meg from 2 years ago. We met during the lockdown in Cancun. It was so funny, and we never thought that you will be still in Mexico.
Here I am.
Yeah, and why I choose to do a VanTalk with Meg is easy, because I felt he has a very good energy, and he's living really his passion. I can say you're living your dream, you're living exactly this what you want to do, you help other people, you inspire other people. I want that you share it here on YouTube, because I feel like you can help way more people. And yeah, so tell me your story, please, how all this starts, that you became a coach. And tell me shortly about the bodybuilding too, what you said already before. What I didn't know that you was a bodybuilder too, because I thought you was just the athlete coach. But yeah, tell me how it starts. You always wanted to be a coach, or?
Well, since a kid, I've always admired just movement and dance first, right? I love Michael Jackson, and I love wrestling, right? WWE, and superheroes. I idolized superheroes. I wanted to be a superhero growing up, and I felt like I had superpowers, and like any other kid, I had this energy where I would be running around and all through the day, just nonstop, running. So I've always was active as a kid, and my mom was a dancer. So growing up, she would wake me and my sister up, and we would dance and clean the house. That was our routine as a family. Yeah. So movement has always been a part of my everyday lifestyle.
So, and when did you start first time working? Let's say working, or how you start to doing the fitness, or how you get into the bodybuilding? So,
in high school, I was taking gym classes, right? As a curriculum, so you have to take gym, and physical fitness has always been a part of. Like I said, physical movement has always been a part of my life. I started taking it more serious in high school because I seen the benefits. I started educating myself a lot more on the body and studying further. And I was blessed enough to have to train with my cousin, who is a world champion. On the off season. So every summer, my high school years, for 4 years, I was working out with a world champion.
Oh, wow.
And yeah, to see him moving how he was moving at his frequencies and taking it serious, I absorbed that, as just to watch the example set, and I wanted it for myself. And every year I was getting stronger, bigger, better. And I was like, whoa, like I'm turning into the superhero that I always wanted to be, you know, for myself.
Your dream came true.
Yeah,
already.
exactly.
Yeah.
So I just kept up with it. You know, we get better at doing things by actually doing it. And I just kept up with it. It was routine, and after routine, and it's a habit, and after habit's a lifestyle. And I started, you know, I graduated high school, so I graduated high school, and then I took a year off before I went to college. And then I went into a corporate job working at Equinox. And after Equinox, I went away to college, played athletics, basketball. And again, I was just always being physical, always some type of movement all my life.
You did only this in your free time, always.
Yeah, so it was part of my leisure, like to dance. If I wasn't dancing, I was lifting weights. I also was a bodybuilder, you know. So these phases that I went through, I was able to educate myself and experience. With experience, we grow. With experience, we know. It's like, okay, I want to do this, or I don't want to continue to do this. And I knew that bodybuilding wasn't something for me. I was actually inspired by a childhood friend growing up. I seen his physique change and transform, and I was like, I want that. So, you know, we see things that we want, and some people take the steps forward to go get it, or some people just sit back and watch.
Yeah, there's a difference how you get. I mean, you just always had the motivation because of the people who were next to you who was like this,
That's
right?
it. The people that was close to me, the people who I love. My grandfather I'm a prototype of him. So exactly the way he looked at my age, I look just like him. So
wow,
yeah,
really?
it's like it's unreal. My grandmother reminds me that every day. She's like, you look just like your grandfather. You know, you're built just like him. I got the same structure, muscular structure as him. So
how tall are you, by the way?
I am on a good day 6'2", 6'3", maybe. Yeah, I'm not that tall.
How much is it in centimeters?
Centimeters? Wow, I don't know the conversion. Maybe 191 centimeters. 192, 192.
That's tall.
Yeah.
What the fuck? You're super tall, and then you're like this. I'm like, fuck. Everyone who's tall. Come on, when you are going in the gym, everyone say something, huh?
Yeah, I get a lot of looks. I get a lot of questions. And I think it's a great way to make a human connection between people, right?
Exactly, yeah.
And it's a conversation starter, and from the conversation, you're my client. Sometimes, you know, it happens that way for me, at least.
I can imagine when I would meet you, I would think you are the perfect person to train me, because look at you. Of course, you look. I would not go to someone who doesn't look like where I want to go, no?
Absolutely.
So, and this is how it starts, that you get then the first clients.
Yeah.
So they saw you, they feel your vibe. Okay, fuck, amazing. I trust him because I feel him. He's real. He's authentic.
Yeah, it's more than just the personal trainer. It's more so the coaching, the experience, how I make you feel confident in doing these movements. And as we progress, right, you feel the benefits and you want more of it. So you invest, you make that investment, you know. So it's more than personal training. It's the coaching, the mind, the body, and the spirit holistically together to get you to arrive to that destination, and then from there on to the next, because growth is continuous throughout life, you know. You don't want to be stagnant. So,
I feel we always want to go be better, no? It's a personal, it's inside of us.
Yes.
We want to grow.
Yes.
We need changes too. Some people doesn't want it. They say, oh no, I don't want changes because it hurts sometimes. And of course, new things are not comfortable.
Yeah.
It's uncomfortable often. I can imagine how many things, how often you say no to other things, you know, like for parties or hanging out with friends, and yes to the things what you want to reach, right?
Absolutely. It's a sacrifice, you know. You have to be disciplined. I learned that early too. Like, if you want to be different, you got to go the distance. You got to do what others are not doing to achieve that. And hence why I'm here in Mexico. I'm a trailblazer. I realized that. And my mother always told me that I was special, and she always told me, be a leader, not a follower. That was one thing she always embedded into my head. And I realized, like, during the world pandemic, I'm like, I can't stay where everyone else is. I have to leave. And I came to Mexico, and here I am, you know, setting the example for others who want this lifestyle as well. It's you know, I had to sacrifice to get here, and it's doable. It's not hard, you know. It's just being courageous and knowing what the unknown brings, and just being confident in thyself, like moving with a purpose. Just knowing that you know who you are, and you know home is in your heart, and you can take that anywhere with you.
Oh wow!
Yeah, and it'll attract people. You know, it's it's an energetic pull, because all it is, we're just energetic beings living a physical experience. So with your energy, which is contagious, you attract clients, you attract wealth, you attract good health, you attract money. Like it's there. You attract beautiful people. It just comes naturally.
Yes.
I didn't study this to be this way. It's in the bloodline. It's in my DNA. Yes.
I think it comes, you attracted because you was, let's say, always already in a good mental station. Otherwise, you could not achieve your dreams, what you had in your mind always since you are little.
Yes. Absolutely.
It's amazing. I mean, fuck, I'm so happy for you. Really.
Thank you. I'm happy for myself too, most important. Because I could have easily, I had to talk with my mother. So many of my friends, God bless them, they're, either deceased or, in jail. And, it's a lot. Where I'm from, there aren't people who support you or want you to do better or do good for yourself. So it's like you got to start doing or looking within, digging within yourself to know what you are worth. Everything that you're looking for is within. And I am that, exactly who I am. I am worthy, and I understand that. So I carry that with pride. Also, a sense of humbleness as well. And just being able to make that connection.
One question more to the bodybuilding thing, because you said now you're not lifting anymore heavy weights. Before you was lifting heavy weights.
Yes.
And now you said you feel better now because a lot of people, I think they're training very hard. Even Leon, my friend, he has now problems with his back.
His back, yeah.
Because he was lifting, I think, hard weights.
Yeah. Well, Leon he's a big guy too, man. And you know, as a kid, like if your mother told you don't touch that stove because it's hot, you still had to see for yourself. Touch it, it's hot.
Yes,
so you have to experience it. You have to get these injuries, and you have to know better to do better. And it took me maybe a year or so, and I was like, I got to put these weights down. The heavy weights are not for me right now. And it's all about progression. So if your joints are not healthy, how can you pick up heavy weights, right? So like this van, if one axle is broken, you can't drive it. You have to get all the axles balanced. The wheels have to be aligned to drive smoothly. It's just the same thing with life in your body. So understanding that, I just know, like, I'm doing less strength training. I may train 3 times a week, lifting weights, but most of it is functional movement, mobility work, breath work as well. Right? The breath is so sacred to everything, to life.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, so I'm just doing that work. I spent 30 years of meditation as well. These modalities is important. I spent 30 years doing something one way and thinking that was the correct way, and then you just arrive. I'm at 33. I'm like, okay, so for the next 30 years, I want to be plant-based. I want to be raw-based. I want to move my body differently. Just these changes that I'm telling myself now at the age of 33 how I want to be in 60. I'm projecting that. So that's what's going on with me.
Yeah, this I want to know because now you're plant-based.
Yes.
That means can you explain
so
what that's
plant-based, so we've been conditioned to think that a diet is what you have to do. What you eat is your lifestyle. What you eat is who you are. Even back to like genetics. It's a connectivity between your brain and your stomach, right? And your heart. So a plant-based lifestyle is pretty much 80% plant-based. The other 20% is split up between eggs, dairy, and fats, right? Seeds, nuts, and everything else. So one that lives a plant-based lifestyle can choose to have these, but eating 80% just plants, so that everything that's plant-based fibers can just move through your body quickly, right? So you eat a minimum of, small eggs or cheese or whatever it may be. With me, I chose to not ingest no eggs, no dairy, and everything is just plant-based. And I do have to supplement my B vitamins and magnesium as well for muscular growth and functionality. But yeah, so most of my stuff is plant-based. I'm off the plants. Everything is just lively, right? Plants are lively. How the sun is to the plants is to our body. And it turns on certain receptors in your brain, and you're clear on everything. It's just it's almost like magic, I want to say. It's a biohack, you know?
Yeah.
It's the best thing, for me at least. You know, I've been able to, like we talked about experience and things. So I've tried it and I seen the benefits. I was suffering with a knee injury and I had a lot of brain fog. I was very forgetful with things. And I know it ties in all to just your stomach, your microbiome, like what you're eating, what you're consuming, you inherit that, you know? And I started changing my ways and it's been the coolest thing ever. It's almost like I'm 12 again in my body, you know? But my age is 33. I've been on this earth 33 years, but I feel like a teenager again.
Wow.
Literally. So
it's amazing.
Yeah.
Since when are you doing the plant-based?
So I've embarked this journey. It's been about 2.5 years.
2.5 years.
Yeah, when I was living in Los Angeles. It was easy for me.
You was living in but how you get the idea? Somebody told you about it?
No, so I watched a couple of documentaries on Netflix and it also persuaded me to just be curious. Again, the light bulb went off in my head like, I've been doing something one way.
Yeah.
Let me try something else.
Okay.
Again, it's just setting an example, being a leader, and not being afraid of what's going to happen, but just going on that other side. And the plants has been the best thing ever for me.
Wow. And you did the sea moss.
Yeah, I'm like,
this about?
So sea moss is it's a
I always see it on your Instagram. I will link your Instagram, by the way. You can follow him. He always share what he's eating. I mean, mostly. And the sea moss, I just saw it with you. I never saw it in my life.
Yeah.
So what is it?
It's an ocean vegetable, to a lack of better terms. And what it sits at the bottom of the ocean, and it collects the minerals and nutrients from the ocean floor, right? Oh, okay. So it's like a plant, underwater plant, an algae, and it's caught and sun-dried and then consumed. I gel it, and then I take 2 tablespoons a day. It's just literally like a superfood. So
really?
essentially our body is comprised of 102 minerals and nutrients. Sea moss has 92, so it's a superfood. The minute you eat it, you feel and reap the benefits, especially if you're depleted in something. So magnesium, any type of vitamin C, B, A, the sea moss provides that benefit. I also use it for skincare, and it keeps the skin healthy and vibrant. Yeah, I mean, as a living being, you want to put lively foods into your body. Anything dead is not going to do you any value.
This is so logical, actually, if we think about it. Or I think a lot of people don't think about it.
No.
They just look what tastes good.
Yeah.
But it's not about what tastes good, it's about what feels good.
Absolutely.
You know?
And what you absorb from it. Food is information. Food is
Mexican.
Buen dia. It just makes sense to me.
Yeah,
a lot of people are cloudy here. Some people can't make the right decisions for themselves, and we're seeing that in today's world where the government and other people are making the decisions for you, controlling, you know.
True.
Here, eat this, eat that, do this, do that.
Or
Why?
what you see in the television, what they make marketing for. The people go because, of course, the law of attraction, actually.
Absolutely.
You attract what you see, what you focus on. That's why you have to shut this out. Don't watch this shit and listening to yourself, to your body. What wants your body? Intuitional eating, no?
Yes.
Like, I try it sometimes. What feels my body now? What wants to eat, no? And I think this is very powerful.
Intuitively eating, going with the spirit, knowing what works for you. Everything in moderations, right? This lifestyle of a plant-based consumption may not be for everyone. But I do believe that if you're eating meat, it should be less meat and more plants, right? Because that meat will sit in your system. You need the plants and the fiber from the plants to push things out of your body. It shouldn't. If you're eating 3 times a day, you should be shitting 3 times a day. You know, it makes sense. It has to go. It has to leave. The body takes what it needs, and it goes right up.
Yeah, and the meat, I can feel if I'm eating a lot of meat, I cannot go to toilet.
Oh, see, that's bad.
It's not possible.
That's bad.
But if I'm eating plants, I have to run to like in the morning, you have
let it go.
almost to
Let it go. Let it go.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Totally. It's
that's
different.
important.
And you feel then light, and you feel you want to move. You have motivation and you're wondering where it comes from, your life energy. It comes from what I'm eating, how I'm living.
Absolutely.
It's not that I'm born like this, because some people I think you are born like this, you know.
They don't get it. Some don't get it. And it's not for everyone. I understand that. I don't forcefully push it on people, but it's like trying on new clothes, trying on new colors. See what works for you, what brightens up you, what brings you sunlight, what makes you feel good, what's going to help you thrive. And it's your food. Everything ties into just food, your mood, your energy. You know, if you eat food and it makes you tired, something's wrong.
Yeah, that's true.
Something is wrong. You know, you got to check yourself. So
yeah,
it's just trusting yourself and educating yourself first too, not just taking my word. Education is huge.
To understand it. If you understand, you want it.
Absolutely.
If you want it, you're doing it.
Absolutely.
No, this is the thing. If you say, hey, do it, then you look like me, then the people, they don't understand really, and they, you know, you have to really understand, I think, really read about it.
Yeah.
It's cool that you did it.
Yeah, and it's the condition too. Like, I was raised a single parent, and, you know, I watched my mother struggle and provide foods that she could afford. And I'm saying the plant-based diet is expensive, but again, my mother was so worried about providing other things for us that she missed out on the nutrition component. She just made sure that we were fed, food was on the table, and that's what we ate. So as an adult, it's up to me to change my life, because this is my life. True. You know, and also to give her back life. Hey, Ma, you know, these things are cool. Let's make these moderations to your diet. This will help you. This will give you energy. This, and it works. Yeah. So, yeah, it's back to just education and knowing what's for you, you know, what's going to benefit yourself and others, because it's obviously, those dogs are going off.
Yeah, crazy. Not so many dogs. I don't know where they come from. And one more question about the protein. This is actually what I want to know, because I know a lot of people are so afraid. This is always what I hear when I'm, for example, telling about my fasting. Okay, I understand, because I'm not eating anything. It's a different thing, no? Yeah. Even you did juice fasting, I saw.
Yeah, no? and I'm like now going to do it every month. The first 3 days of every month, I'm going to do a juice fast. Yeah, to just reset from a cellular perspective, to have just to renew everything. It's almost like having a computer, rebooting it, rejuvenating, right? Creating those new cells. That helps with recovery. It helps with sleep. Wow. Yeah, it's magic. It's a biohack.
I didn't know that you're doing it every month.
Yeah, it's a biohack. And it also, you know, being in a fasted state helps you align. Like, you're able to think.
Yes.
You're a lot clear on things, right? You can sit with yourself. Your energy levels may be low, but you are able and connected to what you need to do. So if you have a goal set, you're most likely to be very successful in completing that goal within your fasting state, right?
True.
Because you're just...
your energy, you are very connected to everything, and you attract... When I'm doing manifestation or when I'm thinking about it, for example, today I'm running against you.
Yeah, I mean, straight into each other in town. We knew that we wanted to do this today.
We want to do that,
and it happened.
And I just run against you.
Yeah, the manifestation is strong.
It's strong.
Yes.
It's fucking so. I attract everything what I'm focused on right now. And it's so powerful, and I love it. This is magic for me. I'm like kind of... It's like addiction. I would live forever like this.
Yes.
Like how you say, the breatharians.
Yeah, the breatharians.
They don't eat.
They don't eat. They just breathe in the air. That's something interesting that I want to look into. There's a guy who lives in Playa del Carmen who's I guess a breatharian or breatharian. Yeah, and he's interesting. I follow him on Instagram. I forgot his name, his handle, and I won't mention it. Yeah, he's in Playa.
I need to meet him.
Yeah, he's a brother like me, a black guy. He's like an elderly black guy, and he seems to be living off of breath.
Oh my God.
Yeah, and I've read that they live the longest. I don't know. I'm not gonna put anything out there. But you know, you got breatharians, fruitarians, vegetarians. There's a whole bunch of Aryans. So, yeah.
But this is interesting. No, they're living from the sun. I feel too when I'm fasting, for example, I want to be in sunlight. I need it to
charges
recharge.
you. Yeah, it's powerful. The sun is vibrant. The sun is healing. The sun is everything that we need.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I love this talk, really. It's so, and I feel it so much because it's so true, and I know that so many people don't think about these things, and it's so important to think about. Yeah. But back to the question.
Protein.
So protein, exactly. So when you're fasting, you're not afraid to not get enough protein. You're losing all your muscles, right? Like most people.
That's the thing. I'm sorry. The thing is, muscles.
Protein and muscles. That's the main.
You have to understand. Muscles. It's not only just protein that keeps the muscles full. Hydration is also a key component, right? And you got to think, if you're fasting, but you're not doing anything that's expending too much energy, such as a vigorous exercise or something, if you're not lifting, then you're not going to lose anything, all right? With your protein intake, you can still get your protein intake from your juices, right? So greens, right? You think of the strongest mammals on earth. They eat plants all day. So if you can juice down your greens and have a jugo verde, right? A green juice, and drink it down, there goes the protein that you need.
Yeah, is it enough, you think?
What's enough to you?
I don't know, I'm just wondering.
So
some people, people asking me always. And
how much
I
protein?
Say, yeah,
it depends
I
on
never
the
eat protein. I don't know.
So just tell them, one, that you're not a dietitian or a nutritionist, and two, you do what works for you. It's all of this trial and error, just figuring it out. Your body type, your blood type also plays a role. But you can have too much protein, right? People supplement these protein shakes that are mixed with unnatural, artificial things, and your body absorbs it. Your cells absorbs it. Your muscles absorbs it, and it sits there. So you may feel like you're getting bigger, but in all reality, you might be inflamed.
Oh.
And just full with just mucus from just like whey, dairy products. So it's a lot scientifically behind it. With me, I'm not worried about that. Like I can grow muscle quicker.
You have so
very
many
quick.
muscles.
Muscle, very vascular, a lot of veins.
Yeah.
And it's just it's knowing better. Like knowing better and knowing what works for me. If I know, like a day like today, I'm gonna strength train, and you have the whole day, because it's cumulative. Throughout your whole day, you have 24 hours to eat, depending on what your goals are. I want to maintain. I'm gonna be eating just the amount that I need, caloric intake. So maybe 2,000 calories, 2,500 calories a day, right? If I want to put on weight, I'm gonna eat more. Now, being a plant-based consumer, I have to eat an ample amount of fruits, vegetables, beans, supplement my B vitamins to put on some mass, right? But that's not my goal. It depends what the individual goal is. Everyone is different. You can't cookie cut because this works for Justine and it won't work for Mac, and it won't work for Mac, and it won't work for Leon. It's all on the individual. And knowing yourself and your body type. So I would say, to answer your question, just do your research. Do your research, because it's all carbohydrates, your macronutrients, carbohydrates, your protein, your vegetables, right, and your water. Your body is about 75%, 85% water. So if you're depleted in water, you may not get the full muscles that you want because you're dehydrated, right? So you can also break down muscle from being dehydrated. You can break down muscle from not ingesting enough protein. And people are just so caught up on protein, and protein is in meat. Oh, I got to eat this, and I need that. The body's going to take what it needs from whatever you're consuming, and it's also going to filter it through your liver, and you're going to, your digestive tract, and you're going to excrete and take out the excessive protein.
So you don't have like a exactly...
No, that was me when I was a bodybuilder, counting macronutrients. That
exhausting.
It just fried my brain. It was literally taxing on my mind because I had to think about the numbers. And my message to everyone out there is just to eat for life, eat for satisfaction, eat for information, listen to your body. Your body's going to consume and use what you're consuming to where it needs, right? So if you're deficient in magnesium, any type of vitamin C, any minerals, your body will let you know. You may be getting headaches. Hydration is key. Like, again, if your body is 85% water, you want that first, primarily. More water than anything, more liquids than anything. And it'll do its work if you're doing the work too, right? Because it wants to work for you and not against you. And when you treat it well, it's gonna be well for you. Yeah, so don't get caught up on the protein, and don't do that. Don't do that.
Some people may be thinking now, oh, it's in his gene.
No.
He looks like this because it's all in his gene. No. He's born like this.
Let me tell you.
I know that people thinking this.
No, that's good to know that genetics play a huge part. But all it is that genetics tell us where to work. So if you look at mom, dad, granddad, grandma, and then they have bad genetics, that just tells you, that's the indication, the example set that I need to do this in order not to look like that, right? And that's just it. I've been blessed to have some genetics that's incredible, and I'm blessed to have that. So I have to do a minimum to get what I want. Some people have to work harder. It's up to you and your lifestyle. That's it, It's not all genetics, all right?
Okay.
It's not all genetics. You have to do the work.
Yeah.
You have to do the work. Nothing changes if nothing changes. For sure.
Cool. Yeah. So, can I ask you, please, what you are eating in one day, like from the morning until the night?
Okay. So again, I go off my intuition. I listen to my body. I wake up in the morning. Some days where I really feel hungry, I'll make vegan pancakes, non-dairy pancakes. I love pancakes. So I'll have fun, chocolate chip pancakes, and you can do all kind of fun things with the batter. You can put your spinach, you can load it up with some protein, plant-based protein, nuts, berries, and make these lively pancakes that are scrumptious and delicious. And I'll use agave as a sweetener, or a honey. And in between breakfast and lunch, I'll probably have a snack, some fruit, like a fruit bowl, acai bowl. I love apples. I love watermelon. Water-based fruits. Amazing. Here in Mexico, you get the best mangoes too. So mangoes, bananas, do it all. Yeah. And in lunch, I would probably have a salad, like a falafel salad. And the way my salads, they're not small. They're huge. Like I'm smashing my salads. They're really, really big and colorful. I'll use like chia seeds, all kind of amino acids to help with the protein, right? And in between there, I'm snacking again. I'll probably have some pita chips and hummus. All right, I do a lot of snacks. I'll eat a lot of like just mixed nuts, fruits, vegetables, nutrient-dense foods that's keeping me full and lively. Dinner looks like I'll have some kind of mushroom, couscous or quinoa, and a green vegetable. And I try to do some fats, maybe some avocado or something. I love stews, so I'll make a blend of foods. Like I'll put, my spinach, potatoes, carrots. That way you got a whole bunch of love inside of one pot. And you can use that. I love pastas, all right? But it's so much fun you can have with plant-based diet. You can still have sweet stuff on a plant-based diet. Again, you just have to do the work. So many people are just lazy and they want to eat what they're used to or what others are giving them. But it takes time and gratitude to prepare your food and put your love into the food, and then you consume it, right? That's what I like to do. I don't want someone to just, because I'll think about it. When growing up, they was giving me school milk and cheeseburgers at 11 o'clock where I'm from. That's disgusting. I would never give my child that, But just knowing better, my kids, when they do come into the world, they're going to be super kids, superheroes, just like Dad once was or thought about. And I am a superhero to some. I'm saving the world, But yeah, I eat about 3 to 4 meals, well-balanced meals a day. I try to have mostly fruits and vegetables and a protein. So my proteins are from either beans, mushrooms, what else? You get protein from actually greens as well. So, but yeah, protein shakes. I'll have a supplement. I have a clean protein, plant-based protein, and I'll probably drink that 2 times a day. And that's pretty much it. I don't never eat to feel full. When you do eat nutrient dense, it suppresses your appetite. So you feel full off of just one meal because it's so loaded in so many vitamins and minerals that you're just like, I'm okay. I'm okay. I don't need food right now. If food is like addicting to you and you're taking in so many sugars and you're overeating and it's just too much. It's like an overspill, like it's excessive weight, fat, chronic diseases, everything, all kind of ailments come with overeating. So you just eat to sustain, and then maybe the next 2.5 to 3 hours eat again. But mostly I'm snacking. I'm a snack machine. I love pita chips, hummus. I'll have like some celery, carrots, hummus.
Amazing. So it's very healthy. And you are not have cravings for like something, I don't know, processed things? Nothing processed. No? Like chips or like chocolate or like, I
love chocolate chip cookies.
Yeah?
But I've been able to, with Instagram and just the internet, there's so much information given there. There's $1 million that information that we can absorb with just going online and finding out a lot about ourselves and our diets, our lifestyles. And I go, I follow, and I learn, and I'm like, I can make chocolate chip cookies out of chickpeas. Yeah,
So
and you use
do
the
it by
cacao
yourself.
nips. Yeah,
Yeah?
you can put in a food processor. There's so much cool stuff out there. And we need to we owe it to ourselves to be living a better lifestyle, you know? And just doing the work, going the distance to be different. And that's just it. That's all I'm doing. And that's why I look different. I feel different. My vibrations. I mean, I align with a lot of people who are plant-based eaters. But I still associate with people who eat meat. It's just, I'm not, like shoving them away. But we're at a thrive state, and it's important to understand that and know that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
Okay, cool. Thank you so much for this. But I have one topic more what I want to talk with
Sure.
you. Thank you for your time, by the way.
Yeah. Thank you for having me.
So I loved your lifestyle and everything, and then now you are in a spirituality too.
Yes.
It changed a little bit more since you are in Mexico.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Here before you was too. Or no?
So I was given a book. It was called "Man, Heal Thyself," and wow. It changed my life. It changed my life. It changed my way of thinking. It started for me in LA. That's when I started eating differently. And I understood that the way you think is the way you eat. So it's all connected, right? And I started changing the way I was eating, and it started changing the way I was thinking, right? My brain fog just cleared up. It's like the sky just opened up, and I was like, wow, I want more for myself. I want better. Now, spirituality is just the inward work. And I understand that's the things that most people are not doing, right? Most people are religious, where I'm from, or some people are just with no religion. Moving here has helped me center myself and align in my own solitude to do the work. And when I say the work, just the meditation, to quiet the noise from where I'm from, like the chaos, not skipping a day where I'm not pouring into myself and the betterment of my lifestyle. Sitting with myself, reading more, understanding my body, understanding my life, understanding what I want out of life, understanding where I am in this world and how I show up every day, right? So I understand, like, changing my attitude before I step foot into this world, having an impact on myself, inspiring myself before anybody else is gonna make my life 10 times better, because it's bigger than me, and we're all just walking each other home. We're all connected in some way, and when you understand that, the bigger spectrum is just like continue to do for yourself, and then it'll love yourself more than you've ever did. Every day you should love yourself hard, give yourself a big hug, and do the things, the small modalities, such as the breath work, the meditation, the stretching, sleeping. Sleeping is huge. I was sleep deprived at a time where I felt like I had insomnia because I was so caught up into electronics and technology and watching TV at certain times. So just silencing the noise in my mind has helped me be clear on what I want out of life. And what I want out of life is just to be a better human and give to humanity. So I understand through my practice of being a coach, it helps with just my connection in everybody, because I can leave an impact on you, and to you it goes to them, and to them to the rest of the world.
Yeah. So
one person at a time, we're making the changes and what I call feeling rich on the inside. That's what's happening for me. Yeah.
Rich on the inside.
Rich on the
exactly.
inside.
That's always you're saying it every day. No?
That's it. That's what I live by. You got to know what success feels like inward to exert it out.
And since you're in Tulum, since 2 years
Yes.
now you're in Tulum, you're a residencia now?
Yes.
Your residencia?
Yes, permanente.
I'm so happy for you. Since when?
Thank you. It's been 2 months now.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Very fresh.
Yeah.
And you see yourself in Mexico? It's your place? You feel
Absolutely.
like you really like Tulum?
Well, back to like doing the inward work, I understand that home is in your heart. And you travel with home. So for this time right now, it feels good to be here. I feel like the greater expression of myself, and I wouldn't want to be home. Well, excuse me, I wouldn't want to be in New York City right now, because it would bring me down. Yeah. So to keep those vibrations up, to keep thriving and ascending, going up, I have to be here in this environment. Your environment determines the sustainability of your DNA and everything. All right, you can be freaked out and panicking and stressed. You just take a look at where you're at and what surrounds you. I'm here in nature, closer to nature.
Yes.
I'm here around beautiful people. I'm here around the beach, water. people who are in harmony, the indigenous people of this land. I'm so thankful to the people of Mexico for setting the example. These people work very, very hard, and they have the smallest things. And I'm not caught up on anything materialistic. I'm not attached to anything. Being here has helped me tremendously. So thankful and grateful to Mexico.
Yeah, Mexico is amazing. I
Yes.
feel it. It's different, totally different vibe than in Europe, for example.
Yeah.
I feel everything is so free here, and the people are so grateful and happy. You can feel the energy everywhere.
Yes. Yeah.
And it's magic. Mexico is magic. Have you
Magic.
ever thought that you're gonna be in Mexico
No,
living?
never. Let me tell you something. Never in my years of living, and my neighborhood that I grew up in was predominantly like blacks and Hispanics. And growing up, I never took attention to the language or the culture. And now here I am, the age of 33. I'm in the culture. I'm like submerging myself here. I'm getting rooted here. I'm learning Spanish, and it's amazing. It's amazing. Like I just changed the leaf over. Everything that was taught to me, I'm like, no, let's unlearn it. Let's really
Unlearn it,
unlearn it to progress. And from here, maybe I'll migrate. I'm now setting up business here in Mexico. So that's what's keeping me here in Tulum specifically. Yeah. I'm developing some apps and some other things that's going on that I really can't disclose, but just business and also giving back to Mexico. But I want to be able to migrate. There's so many beautiful spots in Mexico that's really cost efficient, really cheap, and
Yeah, it's crazy compared to New York.
oh my gosh.
Or Tulum is even the most expensive place. Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's say this, but compared to New York, still cheap, no?
Absolutely. It's like a fourth of what I would pay in New York or
Really?
LA. Absolutely.
Oh my God.
Yeah, the prices are inflated. So you think of that and you're like, it doesn't add up. This is not, this doesn't balance. I need less for more. Right? Less that I'm paying, but more for my life and longevity. So I'm super grateful. It gets me in an emotional state being here because I walk around and I see so many unfamiliar faces, but it also warms my heart to just know that these people are here for me and they care. You know, I've had an accident and people run up and make sure you're okay. They care about you. You know, they're in harmony here. I don't get that where I'm from, you know. So I'm super appreciative of that. And I will forever be grateful for Mexico, for changing my life. Yeah.
And your goals now, where you want to be, like, do you have a goal where you want to be, like, in 10 years or in 20 or something? Or
Well, I've been told that I'm a projector, so I can already envision success now for myself. I want to create generational wealth for my family. I want to be able to have my mom and grandmother closer to me because they're my purpose in life, you know. So just being able to give back to them, create opportunities for more men like myself to get here in Mexico, to learn, and just build out a better way for their families, you know. So I'm just opening the door for those who want to be here, you know.
That's amazing.
Yeah, thank you.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was good. That was a beautiful talk, and I'm happy that you are in Mexico, and I'm so happy for everyone who can reach his dreams, you know, because I think life is about being happy, even when it's not possible to be happy 24 hours all the time.
No.
But I mean, the most feeling what we should feel is happiness, gratefulness.
Yeah,
and
it's our currency.
Yeah.
It's no money, no anything materialistic or things that you can't detach from matters. And when you realize that, it's the small things, and that's what they're teaching me here in Mexico. It's the small things, the memories we make.
Yes.
That's it.
The memories.
The memories. That's what we take with us when we leave the physical realm, you know.
What do you believe? What came after the physical? You believe in incarnation? That we
I
always
believe
come back?
there is something bigger and more vast than the physical realm. I've been able to do some plant medicines and
Oh,
and see that.
sorry, one question more. Ayahuasca. Sorry, but this is I have to ask because I did ayahuasca 1 month ago, and I will do now the next ayahuasca.
Okay. Let me ask you, how was your experience before I answer? How was your experience?
My experience was so interesting, actually. I mean, the thing is, I knew already before. I believe in the law of attraction. I believe in energy. Since I'm fasting, I know everything is connected. Fasting already helps me a lot to know who I really am. I know that I would never die. I just feel it. It's not a question for me. I just feel it, you know. Nobody have to prove me. And when I did ayahuasca, it was, I mean, I felt super connected, and I wanted to release my suffering, actually. This was my intention on ayahuasca. I was asking, please help me to release all my suffer, what I have all my life, because I think it makes no sense. I'm done now. Thank you for everything. I am coming so often in this world, I feel, and now I'm done. I want to release it, and it helps me to release my suffer. So this was my thing. I think ayahuasca is for everyone individual. So it helps me a lot. Now I'm on my way. I feel it right now. Even now with the fasting, I do a lot of meditation and try to release all my blocks, all my wrong beliefs, what I like unlearn. I have to unlearn everything because I know it's not the truth. You know, so this is what helps me ayahuasca with. It's not the truth, it's just what your beliefs are. Or just, because you got the difference between truth and beliefs. It's like what was taught to you and what the truth is, what science says or what history shows. From my experience, wow. You know, I can still feel the medicine with me because some people purge, right? I didn't purge, mine's still with me. Neither.
Yeah, so that's magical. Wow, that's something we share. It's still with me, and that was one of my intentions. But it just showed so much. It brought a lot right here, and I wasn't able to run from it. I was able to surrender to a lot, and it's still work that needs to be done with myself. I'm not perfect, but I understand that I'm a work in progress, and every day I'm working at progressing, learning how to be patient and kind to myself, and loving on myself more than anything, because I owe myself it, and us as people owe ourselves that. So just to do the work. And the ayahuasca showed me that. I've done 2 ceremonies.
Really?
Yeah,
Wow.
and I'm going to do another one before, summer comes.
You should. Maybe you want to come on the 30th. It's the next one.
Yeah? Is it in Playa?
It's in, Tulum. It's in by
Really?
Cenote dos Ojos.
Wow.
you
Maybe
want to
I'll look
come.
into that. Yeah, send me the
Nice.
information on that.
Yeah,
I would like to just check it out.
It's nice.
But it just showed so much. I've been able to, like I would say in short terms, I was given maybe 30 years of knowledge and software in 7 hours. Like it was very intense for me. But I can feel the medicine, do the work. I can feel the blockages. I seen a lot. I got some visits, I got some messages, and the message that I can share with you, because I don't want to, again, they say you're not supposed to tell much about it. For those who don't understand it, they would have to do it for themselves. But what was told to me was that everything that I need to do and everything that I am, or everything that I see, I am, and to don't live in fear, just move forward and encourage, and that I'm protected.
See,
I have angels,
Me too. I think this is what ayahuasca shows you, that you are protected. You cannot die. You cannot.
It's no
nothing
system.
can happen.
It's no system.
Yeah.
Don't drink the Kool-Aid. You don't have to be like them. It's okay to be here and living out the matrix. That's what it showed me. So
amazing.
Super grateful, and the work is still being done on myself. But wow, superhero I am today. Yes.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah.
Amazing. I think that was a beautiful talk, and I know you believing too in the law of attraction, that you can attract things, that you create your own reality.
Absolutely. It's even stronger here.
Here it's stronger. I know.
Oof.
It's crazy.
Your words, everything is power. Everything that comes out your mouth is power. Everything, your thoughts is power. You're like, let me be careful with what I say. Because
true.
It's going to show up.
It comes like fast sometimes. Oh my God, I'm
absolutely.
like, fuck. So sometimes it's good maybe to think a little bit less, I feel, because I'm thinking a lot, and I'm a lot about manifestation, law of attraction, and it's so much fun for me. It's so much fun. Sometimes I'm like, what I want to experience today. Let me think. How is my fantasy? It's about what I can imagine. Sometimes I even don't know what to imagine, but if I know what to imagine, I know it's gonna come.
It's gonna come.
And then, but I'm like, okay, this is too much now. I should stop thinking too much, you know, because oh my God, it's overwhelming. But
that's the thing. Well, meditation brings you back to just silence in your mind. And,
the meditation
and living in the present, right? That's important, because if we think too far out or too far behind, it's like anxiety. Oh my God.
Exactly.
You
Here
just
and
gotta
now,
let go.
like the car says. Like here it says here and now on my car.
Yeah.
Yeah, it says here and now.
Ahorita o nunca.
Yeah, cool. I think that was a beautiful talk, and that we will end now.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for your time. Thank you to inspire all these people to do your beautiful work every day.
Thank you.
And to spread your vibes, your energy, and just tell one last thing to the people out there with your last message.
My message is get right before you get left. There it is. Follow me on Instagram at Coach Get Right.
Exactly. Follow him on Instagram. If you are interested in the coaching, for example, or whatever, you can find him here in Tulum, or online even. Your Instagram, they can text you, the people. I will link it. If you have another page, let me know. I will link it.
Yes.
And even for the Afro dance.
Afrobeat aerobics. Let's dance.
Yeah. When is it always in Tulum?
So it's normally Mondays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays. It varies throughout the week, but I mean, I will be posting it. I'm actually creating an Instagram handle for just that page specifically.
Okay, cool.
So come out and dance and have some fun.
Yeah, okay, cool. So yeah, thank you. And see you later.
Peace.
Bye.
Ciao.
Hey, that was so cool.
Amazing.
Yeah, man.